What's up, music world, music kids out there? Thanks for tuning in to another review of mine. This is going to be on Nas King's Disease 3. This is the third one. You know, he released the other one, so this is the third one that he just released. There are 17 tracks on here, and this was produced by Hit Boy. I know y'all all, if you already done heard the album, you're aware of that. But let's get right into this. So, with that being said, the intro to the song, we hear Richard Pryor in the background, and immediately, it's like every time you listen to a Nas album, he always starts off with an intro that gets you ready to get into, like, this is gonna be cheesy to say, but a New York state of mind. But it's the truth though. The between the instrumentals, the music, the lyricism, he's always staying in a New York state of mind and making sure that the guy from Queensbridge is still in him. Like, he doesn't leave that. Like, he will always represent for New York and where he's from. Um, just starting off with the song "Legit," and he has the Five Heartbeats sample, and talking about building black-owned everything, like just building our communities up in unity. Like, he always makes sure to, you're gonna get lyricism, you're gonna get songs that's letting other rappers know that, hey, he's, even though he's been in the game for so long, he's older than some of the rappers out now, he can still bring that heat. He can still keep you tuned in regardless of what generation you're coming into when it comes to the hip hop game. Next, the other song I want to talk about on here is Thun. That song, when because everybody's kind of bringing that up, where he's, bringing up Jay-Z in the battle, and just hearing them is, well, not hearing Jay-Z, but hearing him bring their, whole rap beef up now into 2022, and where they are at in life. They both are, grown men, they're family men, they have, businesses, and they're doing things, giving back in the, doing what you're supposed to do when you're growing and maturing, and because we never get done. Like, we're always growing and forever changing, and so it's just good to see them as grown men and can laugh now about the beef that they had. But everybody's talking about that track, and that's all I had to say about that, though. Of course, the lyricism was there, but just, again, to hear him kind of playfully bring that up, and just to see them too, like, at this point, it's kind of like, will they do a versus or something like that? And I don't even know, because I don't never look at none of these celebrities as if they're above doing anything. But it would be nice to see them both do a versus, if they haven't already. Because I don't keep up with that stuff. I just see it when it posts. Because I'm not. Some of the verses I'm like, that was not good. But it would be nice to see them to do a versus, because they got a good stock of good hits there and songs that they can do, and for the culture, of course. But next, the other one, Michael and Quincy, that definitely gave an old school hip hop type of vibe. That track did. And then I like 30. The whole album is dope, but for Hood to Hood, again, he's speaking on unity, beef, useless beef, and speaking on violence. And I love how he shouted out Anne Marie on there. It'd be nice to see them work together too. But yeah, Hood to Hood was definitely, speaking on unity and just useless things that occur in our communities. And then let's see, I did reminisce, of course, the Mary J. Blige "You Remind Me" sample in the back, fire song. I love that song as well. Um, and it's and he's also another artist that makes sure he shouts out, you know, those who have like made their mark in the game, or um, you know, the ones that he still keeps connections with. And Mary is definitely one of those that's, you know, she's the legend herself in the music industry. And like, and they both from New York, so you know, New York artists, they always make sure that, you know, if they have that connection or whatever, or they always, you know, they've had projects together or something, they kind of take turns shouting each other out on their projects. The next song, "Serious Interlude," that is, I believe, Mario featuring on that song. I love it. I like that song, and it's good to see Mario get featured on a Legends, you know, like Nas's album. It's good to see him, you know, get recognition finally, because you know we see all these artists out here that have been overlooked, and nobody really, and it's not, and I don't want to say that because it's not like they're not, nobody knows who they are or they're underrated. It's the music industry that doesn't want to push their projects or push them as an artist, because you know how that works. We know how the music business is, and they're just not going to get behind real quality talent. So, but again, it's good to see that Mario was featured on that Serious Interlude. Next song, "What the Fuck," "Shaking My Head." Beat is crazy on there. I love that. I said him speaking in acronyms is like throwing shots at these rappers who are, you know, they're okay in the rap game, but the next one I have is "Once a Man, Twice a Child." I said I love his wordplay on this track. It's genius how he's explaining how men still act like a child and don't grow up even being men. Also, it's like he's saying how life catches up with you in all of your wrongs. So, like, once a man, twice a child. You're you're everybody's a child, but then when you grow up, some people are still, you know, childish, immature. They haven't they haven't shown any growth in their life or done anything to better themselves. So that's what I took from "Once a Man, Twice a Child." Um, that's what I took from that song. Let's see. "Get Light." Get Light. That song. I said kickback song, hood house parties, block parties, 90s hip hop. That's what "Get Light," the song, took me back to. Like, just block parties, everybody, just very 90s hip hop feel. Um, that's what I took from that song. Moving on, we are almost through all of my little notes here. First time. I said that first time the song, track 14, I was taking that as him just like appreciating, still listening to him, still buying his music. And I think my first, how I heard about Nas, because of course when people that's around his age came out, I wasn't old enough like to, you know, witness hip hop as it was, you know, growing and getting bigger. So I think an older cousin of mine or something, I saw a CD of his, and that's how I came to know about Nas. And then when Rap City and stuff was around, they started to play more of his, you know, 2000 song. But I always saw his videos, because there was something called The Box. If y'all remember that, I'm showing my age right now. But of course, they played his stuff on there too, his old stuff on there as well. Um, and I basically just started to take a liking to his music back then, and for now, up to now, I've just everything that he comes out with, I'm just ready to listen to it because I know it's just gonna be, fire. But that's what I believe first time is about. Just uh trying to, and I think he even asked that on the track, like, when was it your first time you heard about my just heard of his music and got familiar with him and continued to listen to his music. The next track, Beef. Um I put, he's letting folks know, don't get it twisted. Uh he still lyrically assassinates you. He wants the smoke. So that's what I put for Beef. Like, Nas went off on there. He's letting people know that, listen, y'all can talk about how old I am now. They do this to Ashanti too. Like, women get it the worst. Whether it's a 9 to 5 job or in the music industry, it doesn't matter. Women get it the worst because it's like they come at Ashanti because she's what, 40 she's 40 or something, not married, don't have kids, but people just forget that she's successful and doing her thing, and it's just, people just hold on to age so much, and um not knowing that it's all about how you live your life. There's 80-year-olds graduating college and getting degrees and stuff. So it's all about what you do with your time. So that's what I took, is, it's hanging on to the first time track, because people still, they always bring out, oh, he's older, especially the younger generation, um, that's coming up behind my generation. They like, oh, he's old, he's an old cat, he needs to sit down, don't nobody listen to him no more, and it's just like, but he's this old and he's still making hits and tracks. Like, he still has a long, like, bio of, like, history of making hits and good quality music. That's why you can put on Illmatic and Nas's Like, and the other songs that we love so much, and still listen to it because it's of quality, and it's not this phase that people are listening to and then they get tired of listening to it, because it's not, we're growing up in a generation where people are constantly like, you can listen to a song anytime you want to, and you don't have to, well, some people still collect cassette tapes and records and stuff like that, but anyways, I'm just saying, like, we're in a microwave kind of generation, whereas when Nas was coming up in the music industry, he has albums and music that just is lasting for a lifetime. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Next, let's see. I put Don't Shoot. Uh, he's, of course, again, speaking on the community and drugs, and especially the music industry. We're losing, our artists and rappers. It's like, since what, I believe, after Nipsey, like, I mean, even before Nipsey, we were losing people in the music industry in general. But as far as rap goes, it's like after Nipsey, it's been like a snowball effect of us losing rappers, whether it be to gun violence or drug related, or other things. He's basically speaking on that. Nas, if you've been listening to his uh, even current music and current album projects that he's released, he always brings that up, and it's like, he's speaking to my generation and the generation that's coming up behind mine's, and giving his input on how he feels about, how how the rap game has, came to now. And it's not like back in his time when he was growing up that it wasn't happening back then. Like, it was definitely drugs and stuff and all that going on, the whole Big and Pac thing that happened, that situation. So it's been happening, but it's like, now that we're living in this social media world, we're constantly seeing things in our face. Like, we're overloaded with information and overloaded with just videos and stuff like that. So that's what I think Don't Shoot was about. Till My Last Breath. I love that song as well. Love the whole album is crazy. I love it. Lyrical again. He always makes sure to give you that New York Queensbridge '90s hip hop kind of feel. Like you cannot go wrong with listening to his music. Um, but yeah, that's what I took from the album. Y'all comment below because I know there's some hip hop heads that will be listening to this. Some big Nas fans. Comment below what your favorite tracks are, and what do y'all think King's Disease means to you? Like, what did you take from the album? And then uh yeah, again, comment below what your favorite tracks are. When you heard about when was your first time hearing Nas, your first album or song, whatever, what have you. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for listening to me. I'll see y'all later. Let's love more out there. No hate at all. And peace.